The Utah Jazz blow out the Brooklyn Nets, dominating fashion tonight over the Nets. That's not the right final box. Ron Boone, Ron suckered me like I'm a rookie. 125-102. The Jazz beat the Brooklyn Nets. We'll see what Ron has up his sleeves. I'm ready for this coming up on POSTCAST. David Locke along with Ron Boone. The Jazz led by as many as 34 in a blowout wire-to-wire win over the shorthanded Nets, who've now lost 7 in a row. The Jazz played the Nets with just Kyrie Irving, and he was not very good, 6 of 20. The Jazz got Donovan Mitchell back. He was outstanding as Donovan Mitchell finished the night with 27 points tonight. Mike Conley had 14. Bojan had 19, 16 from Pascal, 15 from Whiteside, 10 from Azubuike. Ron Boone, everybody that participated tonight. Ron's still here. I know he's not on the screen, but he's still here. Everybody that participated tonight contributed in some fashion, one step or the other.
It was one of those ball games where everyone got opportunities to display some talent. Everyone got opportunities to take advantage of kind of a soft defense. And, for the most part, had a good night. Throughout the year, you need ball games like this for a lot of players.
Are you saying the Brooklyn Nets were Glendale?
Pretty close. Pretty close tonight.
That's an inside joke. You've been a part of the broadcast for a long time. That you got. So 10 assists in the first quarter for the Jazz. They really, really moved it tonight. With Jordan Clarkson out with an injury and Joe Ingles out for the year, a bunch of guys there's minutes to be had right now. Trent Forrest, Jared Butler, Eric Pascal, those guys all had very, very solid nights contributing.
Yeah, but you got to be impressed. I know you got the circle down here, the 33 assists in the ball game. I remember Denver Nuggets came in here the other night. They had 39 assists against the Milwaukee Bucks. Kind of a different fight because Milwaukee was a very good team. The Denver Nuggets just had one of those great basketball games, whereas the team here tonight, if the Jazz didn't come out with, a very good night in the assist department, probably would have been a little disappointed because I thought the defense was pretty soft.
So, Ron, when you came out tonight, we always do, we come out and the first thing is Ron shares what he's looking for. And you were looking for the energy that we saw the other night. Did they match that?
They matched it, especially early in the ball game, and it starts with the young players. It starts with guys like Forrest, Buki, Udoka. How about that? Was getting to the right spots, and that gives him opportunities to score. Did we see that at the beginning of the year? I don't think so. I thought he was a little slow about picking up things, but probably early in the year. But you can see right now his confidence level is definitely there. But the energy level, I thought Conley did a great job of just getting everybody involved and just running the team.
A lot changes when 45's back out on the floor. Donovan was outstanding tonight.
Yeah, his respect that he demands, I like using that word, is unbelievable. And it's, stars get it. Most opponents know your strong points, your weaknesses, and things like that. And that's basically what they try to do, is take away your strong points and force you into something that you don't do well. Donovan has did a great job throughout his career of not having very many weaknesses to the point where they can slow him down.
I thought Donovan made a concerted effort tonight to play with the energy that he observed from the team the previous nights. There was a play where he turned it over, sprinted back the whole way. He blocked a shot at one point in transition. There was an effort level from Don tonight that was high.
He talked about that this morning, and that is a lot to be said about when you watch your teammates play, and you get a chance to and you see what they're doing and the plays that and the hustle plays that they're putting together out there on the floor, and then you wonder, am I playing that way? Can I match that? Or Chris Morris, wow, Trent Forrest, he does this very, very well. now when I play with him, I'll try to help him get into that type of situation.
They were limited. They're without Durant. They're without Harden. They're not quite the same team. They're without Joe Harris. I mean, that's really 3 of their 4 best players. They've not been the same since Joe Harris got hurt, actually. They've lost 7 in a row. They're half game out of being in a play-in game in the East. It's a pretty interesting circumstance. So, of these guys we're watching, Pascal, Forrest, Butler, Azubuike, are these guys that are all ready for regular rotation minutes, or some more so than others?
I think they're already ready for rotation minutes.
We don't have enough rotation minutes for them all.
You don't have enough for them.
But it's nice to know that you think they're ready.
Absolutely.
The Azubuike thing's really interesting, Ron. I just did not think that he had 10 or 11 or 12 good minutes in him, and he's put it in 2 nights in a row. He did it a little bit. Denver, truthfully, at least in my opinion, maybe the coaches would tell me I'm wrong, his first stint was pretty good. His second stint was not.
Yeah.
The last 2 nights, now against Zeke Njai, who's not a great player, and Nick Claxton, who played a little bit, and an old Blake Griffin. So not top-level guys. But he actually really contributed and was very, very good, and did a lot of things well. I was super impressed by what I've seen out of Azubuike. And just being totally honest, it's not something I thought we'd see out of him this year.
Okay, let's back this up to the beginning of the year. And I'm speaking from my standpoint. I didn't think that he was going to be effective with the ball in his hands around the basket. He's 7 foot, so he can get you 6-7 rebounds a ball game. I think he's rebounded very, very well in the 2 games that he's had here. But I've been impressed now with the little jump hook that he can score. So can he give you some valuable minutes during the course of the year? He probably can. But we'll have to wait and see.
Constant energy all the way throughout the ball game for the Utah Jazz is probably the first takeaway on the night. They just kind of came. They brought it all night. They led wire to wire. They were up 30. They never relented. Having Donovan back was masterful, and the young guys have all really made step forwards with confidence and playing well. Trent Forrest probably leading along with that. With Eric Pascal, I want to remind us all, he's only in his 3rd year. He's one of the young players, too. Anything else you'd add on this one?
Well, let's talk about Eric Pascal, because there's another guy that have shown us that 2 things that I've been surprised with. First is his ability to put the ball on the floor, break you down, get to the basket. And once he gets to the basket, he's so explosive. I mean, he gets there and he'll dunk on you, and he's able to finish at the rim. But the 3-point shot is probably what kind of surprised me. I know he averaged 12 points a ball game with Golden State Warriors. I think that was his first year or something like that. Didn't think he could shoot the 3. I thought that it took a long time to get it off. I thought that as high as he elevated, he's impossible to have, that soft of a shot. But he's impressed me very well, especially from the corner 3. You heard him talk about the corner 3 when you were interviewing him there, and that's something that he's setting up out there waiting on it.
Gave Rudy Gay a lot of credit, saying he works with Rudy Gay when they shoot together, and he also said that he thinks it's going in every time he shoots it right now. His elevation does let him take contested threes, which is which actually has some value. They don't go in, obviously, at the same rate, but that has some value along the way. All right, Jazz win it. By the way, one guy I saw in the chat room saying the Jazz ran new plays under Alex Jensen. That is probably not true. No. I would guess there's absolutely no chance that that's true, just to let you know. But interesting move by the coaching staff. Quinn was on the Zoom with everyone, and they all decided to go with, Doka as the starter, with Whiteside coming off the bench. Coming off and well as Udoka played, and that worked well tonight. So Jazz win it over Brooklyn, blowout. That's 2 in a row. Weekend off, and then Monday against the Houston Rockets or New York Knicks? Houston Rockets?
New York Knicks.
New York Knicks?
Yeah.
New York Knicks on Monday. Coming your direction. Should be a fun one. Alec Burks playing really, really well. Will be back in town. Fun to see him. Jazz win it tonight over Brooklyn. Have a good night.